Now having this of defined or set send email to asynchronous task. But before this would work successfully, we need to put in a configuration or a setting, which is our email setting. You need to define your email backend, which should be email.backend or smtp.backend, depending on the email server you're using. I'm going to use Gmail in this example, so you can see smtp.gmail.com, right? Then email port 465, email use TLS, all of these settings, you put them. Then this part is very crucial. Don't worry, it's not my password, so don't bother to use it. So this is the email user I'm going to send from, and this is the email host password and this. However, this isn't just your email password. This is an app password from your email. So this is how you obtain that. You go to your Google account, show you a simple approach to that. You go to your Google account, right? So you open your Google account, then search app password. You can see app password. You have to generate an app password. This will verify that it's you. So you give it a name, let's say Django. Then this creates a password for you. This password, ensure that when you're using it, you remove the space between. So you copy it and use. So of course, I'll delete this because I don't want you to use it. Right. So with that, and this won't work. And I just received a mail that I created an app password for my account. So you're going to ensure that that password is what you use here. Your normal password won't work. Then again, you'd also ensure that you set your two-factor authentication for you to be able to do that. Right. So with this setting, the next thing we have to do is we have a Celery setup. We've defined this a shared task. Then we're going to have to start a Celery server. So to start it, this is the name of your project. Then the worker, we're going to start a Celery worker. We're going to start it with solo because we're working in our Windows. You had, say, maybe Linux or a larger server. You could have it run multiple, but for this, we're going to use solo. Then without Mingo, without gossip, and without heartbeat. So let's go ahead to run this. Make sure you have your WSL open so that you can direct to your this. So we wait for it to run. So you can see it's on now. And like you can see, that's discovered a project, a Celery.debug task. This is the essence of this. And then we have our email task also discovered. Our email task. Then you can see connected to our Redis localhost. So you ensure that you have set this appropriately, and you've set this broker location, you've set your broker location appropriately, right? So with this, so you've gotten this set appropriately. Then with that, you can go ahead to, you can see that this is connected. So we're going to write a simple view set that we're going to use to register a user and send a mail, right? So just a simple API view, then we're going to have it as post. Then we just need to register user just for the purpose of testing out our Celery. Then from there, we're going to collect username equals to where's the data to get just something basic. Then let's say email. Then having collected that, we're going to do user equals user the user create. We have this. Then we're going to do a user that save. And from there, we would want to call a share task. We're going to do user or other dot delay. So we're going to import from a task, send email task dot delay. So this delay actually tells you to happen in the background. This is not like a flag that I want you to happen on the background. So this we need to import from task. I want you to import this. So with that response, user created successfully. Right, so we should have this, and which we expect to send in the username and then the email. Right, so we have to wire this to an endpoint or URL. I'll have register. Then with this, we're going to have register, then we're going to call a function responsible for the registration of users. So we have this here. Remember, this is a function, doesn't need this. So we import it. And then with that, we run our server. We run our server. Okay, we're having a little error from here. Line 12. It says no module name task. Okay, sorry. From dot task to tell you that we're actually referring to the task in this folder, not any other task. Right, so with that, we have this running. So we're going to try this out on our Postman. Let's try out this on our Postman. So when we got this, you send in, you create this, your username, your password, your email. So I'm going to have this as my username, right? And let's make the request. Okay, getting 404 not found, right? So this should be API. Remember that this guy is API. So we send, let's see the error. Let's see, saying forbidden. Okay. So let's make sure CRCF is set. It's 100. So we have it set actually, but we're having CR. So we're going to do, so we need to include a CRF exempt. CRF exempt. So let's, for the sake of this test, Okay, with this, let's see how we can fix this with the help of our AI assistant here. We utilize it for debugging. So I'm having a CSRF error on this endpoint. So wait for the response. This is ready. It's ready to run. Let's wait speed for the response.